What are your plans now for the future? You mentioned that you were going to be working with Sean again, but are you going to be focusing a lot more on these camps?
Yeah, for the immediate future, I've got a camp business that does very well, and we do camps all over the world, in the States, and this is part of it as well, working with these Australian kids. Basically, we use airbags and cutting-edge training techniques and facilities to help these kids to learn new tricks. And you know, for years, pros and sponsored athletes have had all these training advantages. My camps bring those same training advantages to the general public. So a 12-year-old kid, a 14-year-old kid, a boy, a girl can use the same tools that have helped Shaun White to get to be one of the best riders in the world, and realize the same advantages for themselves.
Do you think that's where the progression's going? I mean, you were just mentioning the 14-year-olds now have access to these training facilities. Do you think that's just going to breed this new generation of elite athletes and new tricks?
You know, there's no question that the availability of cutting-edge training techniques and tools to the general public, to 12-year-olds, to 14-year-olds, is going to push the progression in snowboarding and free skiing. No question about it. I was asked years ago, when people started first using airbags and foam pits and things like that, whether I thought it was going to give the top pros an unfair advantage and maybe push the sport beyond the understanding of the average person. But my position then, and now I'm seeing it come true, is that eventually those things would be made available to everybody, and now they are, and everybody's got a chance to push themselves in that way.
What do you think's next for snowboarding, halfpipe and slopestyle in particular?
You know, I never predict what is going to be next performance-wise for snowboarding and for free skiing, and the reason for that is it's always going to come from the kids. The progression, the latest trick, the latest style, it always comes from the kids, as it should. You know, I'm out there to assist, but by definition, I'm always going to be one step behind the athletes, and that's the way I like it. They're the ones leading the charge out there, so it's going to be fun to see what they come up with.
You're one of the best coaches in the world. I mean, where did it all start for you?
I've been snowboarding now for 32 years and coaching full-time for 26 years. And I've been fortunate to really be in from the ground floor up of a new and emerging sport. When I first started snowboarding, snowboards had fins, no edges, no high backs, and they were basically just pieces of plywood. Furthermore, we weren't allowed to ride the lifts, so that slowed the progression way down. We had to hike all the way up the mountain every day. We got hassled by security, by the police, chased, you name it. But we loved doing it. We had a good time, and so we hung in there. I never thought that snowboarding for me would be anything more than just a kid's toy and a kid's game. And I can honestly say that everything I've done with snowboarding has been for the fun of it all along. I'm proud to say that. Somehow it turned into my living, and now I help other people to unlock things for themselves. It's a really rewarding profession for me, for sure.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We really look forward to seeing the next crop of athletes you're going to produce.
Cool. Thank you, Luke.